Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? My name is Doodles. Now in this video we're going to be checking out this Crush Mini battery powered amplifier from Orange Amps. Now most big name amp makers from the likes of Marshall, Blackstar, Fender, Vox, Orange, they've all created their own little battery powered amps. Now of course these things aren't designed to go on the road with you. You're not going to use this in front of 250 people at a gig. And instead these are designed for maybe it's a nice sunny day outside, you want to sit in the garden, drink a nice cold beer, maybe play some riffs, or maybe you're going on vacation or you're travelling away on business. You can take your guitar with you, you can take a little amp with you like this, and then you can make sure you still get your practice in. That is what these amps are designed for, and for that reason they are super cool. Now most of these little battery powered amps tend to retail around the sort of £30 to £50 mark in the UK, and this one sits right in the middle of that at about £39. Now as you can see on the top, it is very simple. It's got a single gain knob, it's got a single EQ knob and a single volume knob, but this one actually has some cool features that I've never seen on a battery powered amp before. Now I actually had a little bit of trouble turning this thing on when I first tried to use it. It's probably why I should read the instructions before I start doing things. But it turns out this amp only turns on when you've got a guitar cable plugged in. There's no on and off switch. You can't accidentally leave the power on. As long as a guitar cable is plugged in, it will work, but the second you take it out, it powers down. So it saves batteries a lot, and that is a super cool feature, and one that I've never seen on an amplifier before. Now don't quote me on it, these sort of features might have been available on little amps like this or other amps in the past, but I'm not aware of them personally. Now another cool feature, and one that is probably on some other ones out there, but I haven't actually run into it when I've used little amplifiers like this in the past, and that is got an onboard tuner, which is super cool, because obviously you don't expect much from these sort of amps, so to have a tuner on it is absolutely fantastic. It saves you have to use a regular tuner or smartphone app. You can just tune up from the amp itself and you are good to go, so you don't need to bring any extra equipment. Now the Blackstar Fly 3 allows you to hook up an extension cab to the amp. It's a little 3-inch cab that looks identical to the one that is in the regular Fly 3, but Orange go one step further and allow you to hook this up to any 8 ohm speaker cab, which is pretty cool considering I've coincidentally got an Orange 2x12 sat just to the side of me, so you'll be hearing this through that as well in this video. Now that is something I've never seen from an amp like this before. Like I said, these features may be on other amps, but I've never personally come across them. The fact it's got so many bells and whistles built into this amp is super cool considering it only costs £39. Now for this video, you're not going to be hearing this in the context of a mix because, well, you're never going to use it in the context of a mix. It's not designed for that. I suppose you could, but you're not going to. So there's no point wasting 2 minutes of your time while you sit and watch this in a mix. Instead, you're just going to hear this on its own being played. I'm actually going to use this mic as a room mic rather than miking it over SM57 in more of a studio setting, because you're never going to use it in the studio. You guys want to hear what it will sound like at home. By using a room mic in the middle of the room, it'll give you guys a much more of a clear picture of what this amp sounds like rather than miking it up close with an SM57. So that is what we are going to do, and then we are also going to be using the Orange 2x12. You're going to be hearing it with that too. Same again, just the room mic. You're not going to hear an SM57 or anything like that. It's literally just going to be the same mic in the same position as picking up the amp instead of this one. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that one sounds. I imagine it's going to sound so much better using the big speakers, but I'm really interested to see how this one sounds on its own as well. So that's what we're going to do. Not going to waste any more time. Let's just get straight into it. And now let's hear what this thing sounds like through a 2x12. So there we go, that was the Orange Crush Mini. I've got to say overall, I dig it. I really do like it. I'm a big fan of these kind of little amplifiers. I've owned a Blackstar Fly 3 except I left batteries in it and the acid ran out into it and broke it. But I did enjoy owning the Blackstar, and I've got to say I've really enjoyed playing this one too. I think sound wise, I think something like the Blackstar Fly 3 sounds a little bit better than this. And mainly because with the EQ thing, if you put it anywhere after about 6, it goes really glassy, really trebly, and it can be quite unpleasant to play. But then in the same breath, if you turn the EQ too far down, you cut a lot of the frequencies out, but that's probably the only way to get the most manageable tone out of this thing. As I mentioned earlier, the highlight of this is definitely all the bells and whistles you get with it. Something I've never seen on one of these type of amplifiers before. So you kind of sacrifice a little bit of tone quality for the bells and whistles if you went with this as opposed to something like a Blackstar Fly 3. But in my opinion, I think these bells and whistles really do justify making this choice over another one. And if you have a spare 1x12, so I like that you don't mind lugging out into the garden, you can hook this up to a 1x12, sit in your garden, drink some beer, play some riffs, and it'll sound so much better than any other battery powered amp on the market, which is super cool in my opinion. So overall, I dig it a lot. It's a super cool product. I love these tiny little amps, and if you are in the market for one, definitely go and check this one out. Now before we wrap up this video, I just want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Orange Amps for sending me this to review. They sent me this, they sent me the Rocker 15 Terror, the Brent Hines Signature Terror, both of which the reviews are on my channel now, and they also sent me the Orange 2x12 so I could actually play those amps and make the reviews for you guys. So thank you Orange for that. I've had so much fun with these and I'm so sad that they've got to go back to you guys, and hopefully this won't be the last time that Orange Amps are on the channel because I really dig them. Right, that is it. That is the end of the review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it today. If you did, if you want to see more like this on the channel, make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe and notifications on. Click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, then click all. That way you'll never miss out when a video goes live on this channel. My name is Doodles. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.